Please, Sister Victoria X here from thehealthyhue.com out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Okay, and I'm going to do a couple of things, so just hold tight with me. I'm going to wait for y'all to get in here because I have some exciting things to share with you today. And I want to make sure that you all get all of the information. So I'm going to wait just a few minutes, if you don't mind, until you guys get up in here. Hey, Shanika Wika. Hey girl, that's my accountability partner, y'all. Okay. So I'm glad she came right on up in here because I got some notes today. I got some notes today because ma'am, I'm on live. I'm gonna call you back. I'm on live. I'm gonna call you back. Oh, okay. Okay, let me see. Y'all still up in here? Y'all still in here? Can you see me? Please type 1 in the chat if you can still see me, okay? Let me I'm just doing a little whoop-de-wop real quick. I'm going to share this into a group because I really want y'all to be tapped in when I do this live because you can't hear me? You can't hear me. They said they can't hear me over on Instagram, so we're going to end that. We're going to delete the video. Just give me a couple more minutes, family. Just a couple more minutes. I'm fired up today. I'm a little bit fired up today, and I hope that don't bother nobody. Because I know that my background is in the church, so I might get a little there today. But I think this topic is well worth it. So just give me a few moments to connect my Instagram people back on here, and we're going to get it. As a matter of fact, while y'all waiting, share this live out real quick. Share this live out while we're waiting to get started. Okay. I think I made a misspelling, but I don't care at this point. I don't care that there's a misspelling because I got some things to say and I want to share them with you all. So here we go. We're going to share this inside of a group real quick because I think it's too important not to mention. So that's what I'm finna do right now. So just give me 1 second. There we go. Okay, so today, hey, Brandy, thank you so much for tuning in. So today, this is what we're going to be talking about, right? We're going to be talking about purpose. And before we get started, I want to do a quick check-in because I want y'all to be able to know what exactly is going on. And like I said, I'm so excited about this topic here today that I took me some notes. So if you see me looking up, down, and around, it's because I got to look at my notes because I will get distracted. I probably will get off topic, but I'm going to use this to center me on today, right? So the first thing, if you are a person that is used to staying home and you are transitioning to working from home, I have a guide in my bio. Click the first link in my bio so you can get the free guide. Okay, 7 must-haves to transitioning from stay at home to work at home. Boom, that's it. Second, we are doing a 30-day walking challenge, right? So all my mamas, okay, that's been struggling to lose their weight, struggling to get that little extra stubborn last couple of pounds off. So if you trying to just get some consistency, get some accountability partners going, click the second link in my bio to join the 30-day walking challenge, okay? Third, we are still having the challenge, okay, for a free week supply of our energy supplement. Like I said, we're going to get to 20. And once we hit 20, you got to get to texting real fast. Okay. Because I'm going to send out one link with a secret code on that bad boy. And the first person to grab it is the first person to grab it. So text Healthy Hue, all caps, no space, to 77948 to get on the list to be able to win the energy vitamin. Right. And then lastly, If you're trying to detox, there's a link in my bio for that too, right? So now we're gonna get into the topic of the hour, right? I was really excited a couple of minutes ago, and it kind of died down because I had some other things. And when you're trying to do everything the right way, sometimes you gotta slow down and plan it just to make sure that you do it the right way. And so I kind of like lost my steam a little bit, but I'm sure it's going to build up as we continue to do this live. So the first thing that I want to talk about is 3 reasons why you need to know your purpose. And it's very important. And at one point, I didn't feel as if knowing your purpose was that important. Right? In business, at least, I felt as if, I can still move forward in business and not know my purpose. And there's some people, they are able to do that, right? But specifically for wives and moms, we have to have a strong purpose. We have to have a strong why to be able to do what it is we do in business and still maintain our sanctity. However you say the word. To maintain that, we need to have a strong why, and we need to know. See, I see my voice cracking already. Let me calm down. Right. And it's so important. So the first reason why you need to know your why as a person in business, especially a wife and mom, is because it gives you guidance. It's very hard to plan stuff out, especially in business, when you don't know what your why is. You don't know what your goal is. You don't know where you're aiming for. So a lot of the times we're just blindly throwing stuff up against the wall, even down to creating content. We're throwing stuff up against the wall because we don't know. We don't understand. We can't figure it out. It's like, yes, we know our business, like this right here. I'm going to use this as an example. This is a liquid multivitamin, right? And up until 3 weeks ago, I cared that this was a liquid multivitamin, and I wanted you to care because it was a liquid multivitamin, right? And it has nutritional value, and it has all of your 95% of your suggested vitamin D3 supplement in here. But when I found my purpose, I don't care that this is the multivitamin. I don't care that this is going to give you the nutrients and all this stuff. I care about this bottle because there are some moms out here that don't have energy, that can't properly care for their children, that can't properly care for their husband. And so they need this to give them the extra boost. And guess what? They might be pregnant. They might be nursing. And this, well, let me look at the other supplement. I have an energy supplement, and this supplement they can't take. They can't take no energy supplement. They can't take 5-hour energy. They can't take that because they're pregnant or they're nursing. And so I don't care that this is a multivitamin anymore. I care that there's some mothers out there that can't find anything to give them enough energy to move from one moment to the next. There's a different energy behind the things that you do when you know why you're doing it. Hey, Bree, thank you for tuning in. There's a different energy. So that's the number one thing. It's important to find and know your purpose, because how can you go to a place that you don't know exists? How can you go to a place and you don't know the destination? I thought at one point in time that money was enough. That money was enough. I knew that I love to do what I do. I'm an administrative person. I'm a data person. I type however many words per minute, significantly more than the average person, maybe like 75, 90 on a good day, right? I knew that I enjoyed that. I had fun collecting data and sending emails, putting systems together, right? I enjoyed that. But enjoyment only gets you so far. Loving what you do, the physicality of it, only gets you so far. It's knowing why you're doing it that gets you further, right? Like now, I still love what I'm doing, but I know that there's some people out there that won't be able to move unless I do it. And so there's a different level of urgency. There's a different level of urgency, right? The second reason why it's important to know your why is you can better plan for the future. When you know your destination, planning is easy. There was a time where it was difficult for me to create content, right? And it was difficult for me to create content because I didn't know who I was talking to. I didn't know who I was aiming to help. I didn't know where I was supposed to be aiming my content gun at. I was just throwing it up in the air. And so it was difficult for me to plan my content because I didn't know who my content was for. Assalamu alaikum, sister. Thank you for tuning in. I didn't know who my content was for. So that's why you were able to come to my page for 2 weeks in a row and all of a sudden I go missing for a month. Right? I know some of y'all done seen me go missing for a month on social media. But now it's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. See, I'm getting too hyper, y'all. I gotta simmer on down so my mind can formulate the right sentences and the right words, right? It's no longer acceptable for me to not create. Because there are some people out there that are depending on me to create so that they can get creative. Right? I've had people come in my inbox the last week or two. It's at no surprise because I found my purpose now. So it's easier for me to speak exactly who I'm talking to. So some people in my inbox and they're saying these beautiful words, right? It's overwhelming for me because I've never done this for accolades. I've never done this for recognition. It's always been to help people. So it's very difficult for me to accept nice words from other people because that's not my goal. That's not my intention. And I've learned today that it's because I don't want to be held accountable to anyone else because someone told me that I inspire them. When you become an inspiration to someone and you know it, it's difficult because now you can't go to sleep when you want to because you haven't fed them what they needed. Excuse me, spitting, y'all. I'm sorry. Hey, Mindy, thank you for tuning in. It's difficult now. I'm up later now. Not because I can't sleep, but because I won't sleep. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. The reason why finding your purpose is important is because I'm going to bring it down because I'm trying to catch the people that I'm trying to catch. You feel me? And not all y'all might not like the loud, not everybody like the loud. So I'm going to try to contain all this energy. But the last reason why it's important to find your purpose is because it makes you better as a purpose, as a person, as a wife, as a mom, as a husband, because you feel fulfilled. There was a point in time I had 4 children and I'm also married. So I'm a wife and a mom. There's a different level of difficulty when you layer those on top. Right? And so when I before it was difficult for me, life was difficult because I felt like there was a piece inside of me that was missing on a daily basis. I've been in very, very deep depression because I didn't know what is this that's missing from my life that I can't put my finger on. Right? And it wasn't until I found my purpose that I realized what was missing in my life. My goal in life was not to be a mother. My goal in life was not to be a wife. My goal in life was to be a businesswoman. And because I didn't find and get to my goal before I became a wife and a business mother, I felt empty inside. There was a piece missing from me inside. And I felt it, but I couldn't identify it. That was the difficult part of it. I felt that there was a hole, but I couldn't identify the piece that needed to fill that hole. And so the reason why it's important to find your purpose is because now you feel fulfilled. Now you feel whole. You feel like a whole. Hey, Bless, thank you for tuning in. You feel like a whole individual. And so now it's easier for you to get up in the morning and do the things that you don't like to do, because you know once it's done, you get to do the things that you love to do. It's easier for me now to get up and go clean or go fold clothes that's been on the bed for however long now, because I know once these clothes are folded, I get to go and do what I love to do and help the people I'm meant to help. You can't feel that unless you find your purpose. And so now we're going to move into how I found my purpose. Because there was a time where when I was on the outside looking in, I couldn't understand the excitement that people had when they found their purpose. I couldn't understand the need for a purpose in order to be productive. But you do need purpose to be productive, or else it won't last long. You need it. It's something that you need for sure. That's why people can get into businesses like this. That's why people can get into business selling other people's products and not push the product. That's why people can get into business. They'll spend their last $500 getting $500 worth of product, but then they quit in 2 weeks. You know why? They don't know who they serving. They don't know their purpose. Because now I don't care that this is CBD tea. I mean coffee. I don't care that this is CBD coffee. I care that there are mothers out there that are in pain and they can't take and they don't believe in taking medicine. So now there's a coffee that can help them alleviate the pain. Right? I don't care that this is coffee. There's some mothers out there that lack energy. Right? And so now they can have a coffee because they're a coffee drinker already that will not only feed them energy, but feed them health, because this is a healthy coffee. I don't care that this is coffee. I care what it can do for the people that I'm trying to serve. So that's why people can get in businesses like this and quit in 2 weeks after they spent their last penny, because they don't have a purpose. It takes more than product to sell it. And to continue selling it. So I'm gonna move on to how I found my purpose. There was a time, I want to say about a month ago, where I was in a deep and dark depression. I don't want to say it wasn't as dark as the depressions I've had before, but it was dark in the sense that I was just lost. Like everything hurt, conversations hurt. You know what I mean? Like trying to figure out how to move and exist day to day hurt. And I had to, like, the only thing that I could do was figure out, like, what can make me stop feeling this, right? And so we have a book inside of our MGT class. And if you don't know what that is, it's Muslim Girls in Training. We have a book, and I believe the book is called Seeking Refuge in Allah, something like that. And I probably should know the book by now because I've read it. Yes, sir. What do you need? No, I'm doing a video right now, but we could talk about it when I'm finished. Okay, so there's a book, right? And so inside of that book, I've been looking for it. I've literally been looking for this book for like months, right? And so I finally stopped don't do that, please. Go downstairs with daddy for a second. And so, I've been looking for this book for maybe 6 months and I could not find the book. And so instead of, looking for the book, continue to look for the book, I reached out to a sister that sent the book to me. Sister Destiny, thank you so much. May Allah continue to bless you with peace and blessings. Okay. And she photocopied every page. Oh my gosh, that sister's so beautiful. She photocopied every page in this book. I think it was like 20 pages. And she sent it to me. And the only part of the book I read was a part that I felt I needed help with in that moment. My goal was never to read the entire book. My goal was to get fed what I needed in that moment. So I read this piece of the book. It was maybe like 2 pages, over and over and over and over and over again. And then I began to feel as if it wasn't enough anymore. So I found a lecture by the minister entitled Seek Refuge in Allah. And I listened to the first half of that lecture over and over and over and over again, because I heard this seek refuge in Allah, right? But I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know what that meant. So I read this book, this passage in the book about seeking refuge in Allah. And then I found a video of the minister talking about seeking refuge in Allah. And then in the video of the minister speaking about seeking refuge in Allah, I found he was talking about the last 2, where's my Quran? The last 2 chapters in the Quran, chapters 11:13 and 11:14, which are about seeking refuge in Allah. And so what I began to do from there, and I wish I had my book here to bear witness, I began to write those 2 chapters in the Quran down every single day, 7 times each day. And I think I did that for maybe a week. And once 7 times became too much for my hand, because, you know, when you're not in school, you don't write a lot. And when you start to write a lot, your hand hurts. I also have had tendonitis in both wrists. So, you know, it hurt a little bit. But I started just writing it 2 to 3 times a day. And then after that, I started, it led me to start, I can't even find the book now. It led me to start writing out my affirmations. I am a patient mom. I am his peace. I am a leader. Different things like that. And then, so I'm feeding, I bought candles and I lit them and I manifested things. I visualized what I wanted in my life. Thank you, Sister Summer. You put this company on my radar and I love them. Just beautiful candles. And then something else happened. I got tapped in, right? So I'm sure a lot of people know who Brother Ben X is, right? So I've been connected with this Brother Ben X. We've been working together for over 2 years now. I'm not a person that publicizes stuff like that, because I know how people get. They'll fake friend you to try to get a connection to somebody else. So a lot of people don't know I'm behind the scenes. I've been working with this brother for almost 3 years. Right? And we all know the level of success he's been able to achieve over however amount of time, right? Right? And so I have access to a lot of things that can build my platform, a lot of things that can help me sell my products, a lot of things that can just help me build as an individual, right? But access is not enough. Access, hey, thank you for tuning in. Access is not enough. I had access to the courses. I had access to the person, but I was not tapped in. I wasn't tapped in. We have access to Allah God. There's a connection. But are we tapped in is the question. So finally, they created this ABS tribe, right? I had access to it. And I would peek into the courses every now and then. I go in and then I'll go back into doing whatever. And then with me praying every single day, literally what I would do when I noticed I was getting upset or I noticed that I was getting out of character with my children, I would stop what I was doing and I would say the refuge prayer. And the thing that we like to do is we like to be perfect before we do something. I didn't even know the whole refuge prayer. I just said the parts that stuck out to me and that I could remember at the time. I seek refuge in the Lord of men, the King of men, the God of men, right? And there was a time where I was upset and I was mad at something that someone had said to me. And I said, I seek refuge in Allah against the whisperings of the slinking devil. And I said it to myself over and over and over and over again to retrain my mind and refocus my mind, because what they said was the truth. It was that devil whispering in my ear who they think they is. Look at their wrongs. How dare they? So I had to pray anytime I stepped out of character, anytime I was raising my voice, I did just walk back and forth saying a prayer. So, like I said, I had access, but I wasn't tapped in. So with me doing all of that, people say, oh, it just happens, right? But I was like, it's not just happening for me, but I felt better. And I realized that I was changing as a person. So then I was like, one day, they was promoting the ABS tribe, and it just so happened that I had a meeting with them, right? And we were going to collaborate on some things, and I was going to actually officially become a part of the ABS team. And it was a lady on there, Sabrina Kane, and we were on there, and my energy was not right. I know that on that interview, my energy wasn't right, because I hadn't found my purpose yet. I was still trying to figure things out, and I just didn't know. So my energy stunk. You know what I mean? When you don't know what life is about and you don't know what your goal is, your energy kind of stink when you meet with people. But it was something in her that I saw that I wanted to know more about. And so the next time they had class, I was on class because she was the person that was going to be on class. Because I had searched her social media, and I was looking, and I was like, okay. I clicked the link in her bio, and she had a video that seemed like it was personal to me because I'm that goofy, quirky type of person. I said, oh, okay. And then I went to that class because I was interested in knowing who she was and how she was. So I went to the ABS tribe, and I ain't missed one since. It was from that very live that I was able to identify my purpose. But because we are so not used to believing in ourselves, I was like, that can't be no purpose. What? That cannot be no purpose. But because I was tapped in and she gave me energy, something that I couldn't deny, something that I couldn't run from, I was like, okay, I need you to, yes. Baby, that scratch has been on your head for days, honey. It's not a big deal now. Now, can you go back downstairs and close the door? Thank you. So because she had gave me the energy, right? And now I have an idea of what my purpose is. But because I didn't fully believe that could be it, right? That could not be it. I went into the tribe and I was like, okay, I know that there's tactics here. There's the how-tos, but I need to find the recorded coaching sessions. That's what I did. I'm like, okay, which one of these things say coaching? Boom, the very first one, like after you get past the introduction, this is the group, it was a coaching call. And in that coaching call, Brother Jake was asking one of the sisters in the tribe, why do you get up every day? And of course, the first thing when someone asks us that, and we're not fully aware of our purpose, we'll say something minuscule like, because I wake up, or because I want to do X, Y, Z. And it'd be so superficial, right? And if you know Jake, he's not really a type of lullaby type of guy. He's not going to take the superficial thing. And he said, oh, okay. So why do you wake up in the morning? And she said something else that was just kind of like, So he said, oh, okay. So why do you wake up in the morning? And he kept asking this question, and I'm thinking in my head, and I'm thinking about that why that was deposited into me during the session on Tuesday. And I was like, and I'm thinking of it, right? And then he finally drew it out of her, what her why was. And in the same instance, it was drawn out of me. Like pulling rope. And I'm sitting there in the kitchen making dinner, crying. Okay. And I'm like, oh, that's got to be it. That's got to be my. Thank you, Rashika, for tuning in. That's got to be it. Because they always say your why has got to make you cry. And I was like, y'all tripping. Yo, Rye gotta make you cry. It sounds so spooky and scary, but the truth of the matter is, it is what it is. And so now I'm tapped in to the ABS tribe because it charges me, right? I was taught by the ABS tribe that you have to congratulate yourself for the things that you don't feel are even worthy of being congratulated for. right? I created a guide, 7 must-haves to transitioning from stay at home to work from home. That wasn't a big thing for me. It's just a guide, you know what I mean? But it's a big goddamn deal because I've been doing this for like 5 years and I've never created a product. That's a big deal. And so that guide is in my bio, by the way. If you need a guide, 7 must-haves to transition from staying home to work from home, go to sistervictoriax.com, first button, and it's for the free right now. Okay? And so it wasn't until I tapped in, because I had access. Access wasn't the problem. I wasn't tapped in. So I need you to drop purpose in all caps in the comments if this resonates with you. Share it too, because I know that there's somebody out there that don't think that the reason why they can't make it past a couple weeks in their business is because it has nothing to do with purpose. But it does. But it does. So if you'd like to join the ABS tribe, I'll say that too. That link is in my bio. Sister Victoria X is the button that's like swinging and white. So I need you to share this with some people. I need you to comment purpose in the comments if you want to join the ABS tribe. And that's all I have for y'all today. That's all I have for y'all. Because it's almost like a new world. You know what I mean? I feel like I exist in a new realm. Because now I know what my purpose is. I know who I'm here to serve. I know who needs my help. It's easier to wake up in the morning. Life isn't roses. Hey, thank you for tuning in. Life isn't roses, but because I know who I was sent here to help, what else is there? I'm a better mom because I found my purpose. I'm a better wife because I found my purpose. So that's what I wanted. Let me check my notes, y'all. Okay, and I want to stress that point right there. Connection and access means nothing if you're not tapped in. You have to tap in. So that's what I'm going to leave you guys with. Oh, and let me tell you something else. I'm going to tell you something else and then I'm going to go. So since I found my purpose, I actually set a goal this month, a financial goal this month, right? And today's the 12th. Oh my gosh, it's the 12th, y'all. I thought it was the 15th, but it's the 12th. And so I finally set a financial goal, and I was like, this is my goal. Whoop. And I don't know how I'm gonna get there. I don't care, but I'm gonna work. That's what I said to myself. I'm going to work. And my sister Octavia can bear witness. It's been so overwhelming how Allah has just seen it fit. He literally seen it fit to this very moment. To this very moment today. I am $50 away from my goal. I am $50 away from the financial goal that I set that just last month I never would have thought that I would have been able to hit. Just $50, and it's not even the end of the month. It's not even the end of the month, and I'm about to hit. Matter of fact, I'm gonna hit that goal today. If Allah says the same, I'm hitting that goal today. $50 away, and I ain't have to ask nobody for no money. Even though if you want to donate, Sister Victoria X is the Cash App. I didn't ask nobody for no money. I didn't take no donations. I just gave, like my brother Ben X say, value. And it's so funny because before I didn't understand. I the concept was just so foreign. But we are 12 days into the month. We are 12 days into the month, and I still got a whole half of a month to go. So now I'm like, whoo, sis, you might have to double that goal. And that's making me scared because what if I don't hit the double? Maybe I'll cut my goal in half and then add that on the original goal. But, and then let me tell you something else once I set the goal. Let me tell you something else. Now, opportunities are flowing to me easily and effortlessly. And it's Sabrina Kane. If you end up watching this video, I'm gonna be your apprentice. I already put it in the universe, and there's nothing you could do about it. But if you would like to join the ABS tribe, I need you to drop purpose in the comments. When you drop purpose in the comments, I'm going to reach out to you, okay? And not only do you get the benefits of having Brother Ben X, woo! Vershawn, who are you to act on Allah's behalf? Thank you so much. I'm not going to be crying on the internet, so bye, y'all.